Good. Okay, so we will resume by starting the copying of our door frames to all the other locations. Please pay attention carefully. While you're working on your device, make sure you don't miss this. So we're going to copy and paste all of the door frames in place with the copy command without going in and out of the command. So I would suggest that you turn off ortho at this time so that you can see your rectangle following the cursor. So once you've turned off ortho, I'm going to ask that you select the rectangle, then launch your copy command. So CO for copy, enter. And we're going to choose a base point at the top right-hand corner of the rectangle, which is end point. So let me choose that point, click it. And if you move away, you will notice that the cursor is now holding the rectangle at the top right-hand corner. So I will proceed to paste that over on the other side at end point. So it's now pasted. Do not escape because we're going to continue pasting other. So I've pasted the first one on the other door jamb. Remember, the frame is what goes against the jamb. So I'm going to zoom out next, pan down until I see the bathroom door. Put the cursor there, zoom in on the door jamb, and I'm going to click it in place. So the first one is in. Let me just ask persons to confirm whether or not they're okay so far. Yes?
No, sir.
Not okay. What is the issue?
No. Sir, if you select the rectangle first, then launch the
Yes.
copy command.
Or launch a command and select. It works both ways. But since you want to select it first, no problem. Go ahead. Select it, then launch the command. CO enter or CP. You're going underwater. I can hardly hear you now.
Enter. Okay,
right.
Sir.
All right. You're going to hold
okay,
it
sir.
top right-hand corner.
Yes, sir.
Turn off your ortho and paste it over the other side, endpoint.
Yes, sir.
All right. Zoom out, pan down until you get to the bathroom doorway. Zoom in and paste it at that corner, endpoint. Do not press escape.
Which corner? Inside corner or
yes,
outside
it's going to
corner?
flush on the inside. Based on where you're holding it, you can only paste at the inside corner. So hold it and paste it at endpoint. You see where I just put it?
Yes, sir. Screen?
All right. Now we are going to do something a little different now to get it on the other side. Of course, if we go and paste it here, it's going to go in the wall. So before you click it, you're going to type TK for tracking, enter. TK, enter. And then you're going to click there as if you're putting it in the wall, but all you're doing is tracking to start your 0 position so that when you pull horizontal to the right, you type the distance, which is 38. So 38, enter, enter, and it will put it in place. So you're going to track it in place. So before you click, you're going to type TK, pull east, 38, enter, enter. All right, so that one is in place. We're going to zoom out again, put the cursor where the back door is, zoom in, close up. The closer you are, the more accurate the zoom will, the more accurate the placement. So this one, just like the bathroom door, we can click right here and place it. It's going to be flushed on the outside now. So you click it there. But before you click the next one, you're going to type TK, enter. You're going to click that point, pull east like we did before, 38, enter, enter. So all of our door frames are in for the vertical door jambs. But we have 2 horizontal door jambs where the bedroom door is. Hence the reason I'm zooming into that area. Now, we have 2 options. Either we rotate the door frame.
Or we can track it.
No, because you will still need to rotate it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the wall like this, and then escape, and then I will rotate it in place. Or we could have drawn it over, which I have no intention to do. So I'm going to paste it in the wall, and then I'm about to rotate it in place. So paste it right there in the lower door jamb. where the lower door jamb is. And we're going to rotate the frame to be against the door jamb. So I've selected the door frame, RO, enter. And my pivot point is going to be the top right-hand corner of the rectangle. So I need to basically go around like that, which is -100 or 270. Or soon take your raise on Leonardo. So let me just paste this in place and then I will take your question. So I'm going to either come down here and click endpoint, or you can type -90 or 270, any of the three options, 270, enter. Yes, Leonardo, go ahead. Leonardo.
Sir, I got lost when I'm putting the door jamb.
Door frame.
Door frame, door frame.
Which of them? The front door? This one down here?
Yes, sir, because I copied it, but let me show you, sir. I think I'll show it better.
You want to share your screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me stop sharing my screen so that I can see. Go ahead. All right. You need to erase that rectangle. That one that is selected. All right. Select the one that is there now. Okay. Which door is that? That's the back door. Which door is that? The front door?
Yes, sir.
No, that's a window you put it in. That's your bedroom window. You need to, there's no doors here. This is the bedroom where you are. So you need to take out those two rectangles. That's a window. Erase those two rectangles. One. You should select both of them, then you launch your command. You're going to do them one by one. Erase. Let me see your front door. The front door is down at the bottom of the screen. Zoom into your front door. There's no door frame there. So you're going to need to copy one from up top there, where your bathroom door is. Zoom into the bathroom doorway. Yes, select one of them. CO, enter. Hold it at the top left-hand corner of the rectangle. Of the rectangle, top left-hand corner of the rectangle. That's right-hand corner. Yes. All right, go down to your front door. You click it endpoint. Yes, go down to your front door opening. Zoom in. All right, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Click it endpoint. All right, good. Now you're gonna have to type TK. Enter. All right, click it in that endpoint over the other side. Click it endpoint, go in and now click it at the endpoint. Go over and click it in the endpoint. Yes. Click it. Pull left. Track your tracking, you know. Pull left. Just go up and down and go left. Go up and down. All right, go in back. Go to your right now. Sometimes it just stick in one plane. Just go to the right. All right, go zoom in a little closer on it. All right. Pull left again. Go back closer to the point where it started. Go back. All right, then pull left. Pull left. Up and down, sometimes it just, all right, see there now. All right, it was moving a while ago. Go, all right, good. Type 38, enter. That's it. All right, zoom out. Back door. Go up to your back door. You have your door frames in back door already? Zoom in. Pan the drawing over to the right. I'm not seeing it properly. No, you're going the wrong direction.
Wrong direction?
Zoom in into the back door now. Put the cursor up there. The back door is where that vertical wall is. That's the window you're going towards. Go to your right. Yes, that's where the back door is. No, that's the window though. Go over to your left. To your left, to your left. You know, so you put window frame in it already. You put in door frame in the wrong. That's a window opening. We soon erase it. Just put in this one first. Zoom into the opening to the left of that. The door opening is to the left. That's the window. Go to your left. To your left.
Oh.
Right. Zoom in. Not there. You can't put it there. Go up on that line. That's it. Zoom in. Right. Click it. And then you're going to type TK again for tracking. Over the other side. TK enter. You press the enter. Go over the other side. The other side. The other door jam. All right. Click it in the wall. Or you don't even have a nearest OSNAP on. Come down here. You need to turn on nearest OSNAP. You're going to have a challenge. Turn on nearest OSNAP for me. But you turn on the whole of your OSNAP, sir. You will have a problem using so many of them. But anyway, continue. Click endpoint. Click in the wall. Click on the screen to get rid of the panel first. Click on the screen first. All right. Click the endpoint of that line. You're not at the endpoint. Go to the right. Go up on the line. Click endpoint. Pull to your left. 38, enter, enter. All right. Zoom out. Go down to the bedroom door opening now. We'll come back and erase those later on. Bedroom door opening. Bedroom, come down to your lower left. Come down with your hand. The bedroom door. Zoom in right there. Zoom in. All right, let me see where you are. Based on where you hold it, the other door jam above, the next opening. The one above, go up, on that wall. The right end left the line, right end. That's left end. Yes, click it endpoint right here.
Excuse me, sir, quick question. What time class finishing? 12?
Yeah. What time is it now?
11:23, right, and we haven't really gotten anywhere.
I know you're getting impatient.
Yes, sir.
This young man needs some help.
All right, sir.
So zoom in again, young man. You need to, I'm not seeing your screen large enough. It's too small. Dane?
Yes, sir.
Your screen, fill up my screen. I can't see Leonardo's screen. Leonardo, your screen is too small. I can hardly see anything. So apparently another screen is overshadowing your screen.
My screen is not there anymore.
So you have to tell Leonardo to talk while he might show you the thing, or else somebody else's screen will come up.
Sir, can lock team screen in place. I'm up to find Leonardo's screen and double tap it. And lock Leonardo's screen.
Okay.
So you guys not seeing my screen?
All right, good. I'm there. I'm seeing it now. I double tap. Thank you for that. Where is the point that I asked you to click the thing? I need to see it up there. All right. Escape if it's there. If it's accurate, escape. All right. So you're going to select the rectangle that you just placed. Or come off the rectangle. Come. All right. Choose rectangle. Choose record. Rotate. Rotate. Arrow. Enter. All right, it's the same point that you pick at the end point of the wall. Click that same point. The pivot point is right there.
No one like some things to
End point. Not that one, the one on the wall.
Trying to go over.
The one on the wall.
Personal time,
same corner, end point. Top left hand corner of the rectangle.
Hey, no, it's not
loud. And then now you're going to your angle come around. Your angle is going to come around. Going that way, it's going to be negative 180. Sorry, negative 90. Negative 90, type negative 90 or 270.
Negative 90?
Yes. Press enter. Good. So what you need to do now, for that rectangle, zoom in on it, because I want to make sure it looks accurate. All right, it's smooth or it has some kinks in it. Zoom in closer because it seems as if there's a space between the rectangle and the wall. Put the cursor where the wall is. See,
yes, sir, there's a space.
Select the rectangle, you have to go move it up. Select it. Select the rectangle. You're not selecting the rectangle.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right. M, enter. M for move. M, enter. Zoom in, young man, because the closer you are to the thing, the more accurate it will be. Pan the drawing down on the screen and zoom in closer. Hold it end
Sir,
point,
look like a one line him select for this rectangle, you know.
but can't be one line if it's rectangle command. If it's rectangle command, when you select one line, all lines select. So choose endpoint.
Oh, okay.
Hold the endpoint, endpoint, endpoint. Why are you zooming out? Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. I want to see it big, 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 big. You're doing the opposite thing, you know. I'm saying zoom in and you're zooming out. I want you to zoom in. Scroll the wheel forward, 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 forward,
Yeah,
forward, forward, forward. You put in, that's it. Pan down the drawing. Hold it at the top right hand corner of the rectangle. Endpoint. Good. Click it right there. And go and click it at the corner of the wall. Click. That's accurate. If you don't zoom in closely, you're going to get a thing incorrect. Now, you need to select that same rectangle and copy it below. Select the rectangle, copy command, CO. And then hold it at the bottom right-hand corner, zoom in on it, on the rectangle, on the rectangle. Hold it up there, click it. And then go to the other door jamb below, zoom out. And zoom in on the endpoint below, on the right side of the line. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, further. Choose endpoint, endpoint, that's nearest. Go over to the right, click it, that's it. You have to learn how to work accurate, young man. And you have too many O snaps on. So go down to O snap for me and turn off all the O snaps them except endpoint, perpendicular, nearest. Turn off all of them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna resume with my screen.
All right.
Okay.
All
All right, so now that we have all of those, oh, I didn't copy my rectangle up, so let me just do that first. So this rectangle should have been copied. So CO, enter, and the best place to hold it is at the top right-hand corner. I want everybody to realize that every time I want to copy something and I'm choosing a base point, I always zoom in close up. The closer you are, the more accurate you draw. When you stay a million miles away and click, you're not sure where you're clicking. So you need to zoom in, especially when you have a whole heap of O snaps. You click beside the endpoint and get nearest. You want to ensure it's endpoint. So you click, and then you're gonna pan, zoom in, so that you ensure that you're coinciding endpoint with endpoint. The only way you can not zoom close up is if you turn off some of these O snaps. And if you have nearest O snap, you better zoom in because you're gonna click beside endpoint. Right? Yes, Wes.
Not West.
Is Bianca?
Yeah.
Yes, are you okay?
I couldn't see on his screen on the, how to get the door jamb horizontal.
It's door frame, not door jamb.
Door frame.
That's it. What I did was to paste a copy of the ones that I paste up there. I paste it down there. Let me undo quickly. I paste it like that. So when it came out, I paste it right there. So paste a copy down there. You still have a copy on your cursor?
No.
All right, just copy one of the previous one. Or if you want me just draw, you want us to just draw one there?
Yeah.
All right, let me erase this one and we draw it. REC, enter. REC, enter. And you're gonna click endpoint right there. All right, click endpoint right there.
Yes, sir.
And then you're gonna type at. You're going horizontal left, so it's negative 100.
Negative.
Then, comma, and you're going up positive, which is 38. So it's at negative 100, comma, 38, enter. And it is drawn in place.
I copy that?
Copy that one.
Okay.
So select the rectangle, copy command, hold the base point at the top right-hand corner, and paste it above at the door jamb, at the end point on the right-hand side. So it's flushed on the inside of the wall. Okay?
Copy, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. You have to learn how to explore and do those little things. Now, we are going to start putting in doors. You know that only a couple minutes of the recording alone going to overlap. So let me zoom in on the front door, and we're ready now to put in door inside the drawing. 10 minutes we have on the recording for this session, and then we'll have to rejoin. All right, so the next slide basically introduces blocks. Blocks. We need to insert blocks. However, the first one that we're going to be working with is called a dynamic block. So I'm introducing how we insert blocks. Before we learn how to create blocks, we're going to learn how to insert those that exist in the software. So we are going to be going to a feature called Tool Palette. Now your shortcut for that is TP, enter. So let's launch. I'm breaking up. We're going to launch the Tool Palette now. Your shortcut for that is TP, enter. You still not hearing me?
I'm not hearing you now.
All right, so we launch the Tool Palette, which is TP, enter. Let me go to the drawing. So I'm zoomed in at the front door. Front door, everybody. Now our front door should have the hinge on the left-hand side. So it's a, sorry, the hinge should be on the right-hand side. It's a right hung door. So when it is inserted in place, it should look like this, right? The hinge is on the right-hand side. However, the door size is not going to be the size when we bring it out. So we'll have to adjust it. So we're going to be learning how to use the dynamic blocks. So let's get used to the tool palette to start. Let me go back to the screen, and we're going to launch the tool palette. So that's TP. That's your shortcut for tool palettes. Press enter. You're going to see this palette opening up called Tool Palette with several tabs at the side, like modeling, constraints, annotation, architectural. The one that we want right now is architectural. So this is something like a ribbon, but the tabs are at the side. Cool? So we're on the architectural tab. Now this is called a tool palette. This little icon here allows you to auto hide. So it rolls it up when you come off it. You come on it, it comes out back. If you don't want it to roll up, then you turn off the auto hide by clicking on that icon. So when you come off, it stays out. But for now, I'm going to leave it on so that when I come off, it will roll up. So let's see. Once I'm on it, it will stay out. These blocks are called dynamic blocks. If you notice, all of them have this little lightning bolt symbol beside it. So whenever you see blocks, and blocks are symbols, just in case you're wondering what I'm talking about. So these are symbols. So instead of drawing the door in place, those things were created in the software, and we can just insert them. Just like how you would buy a little template and you trace out when you're doing manual drawing. You buy a template. Well, these are already stored in the software. Later on, I'll teach you how to create these things. So first we're going to insert, and then we learn how to create them. So the first set of blocks that I'm introducing are the dynamic ones. When something is dynamic, then you know that it is flexible. It can move from one state to another. So you will see the dynamism, if there is such a word, of this when we start inserting it. So the dynamic blocks were introduced in the 2006 version of this software. The same time when dynamic input was introduced. Those two features were introduced together. Dynamic blocks. So the tool palette did not exist in AutoCAD 2005 going below. It's just since 2006 coming forward, we have the dynamic blocks. So we are, and because it's an American program, you will notice they say imperial samples first, but don't worry, the same symbols that you get below imperial symbols, if you scroll down, you will notice you have metric. So if you're drawing in imperial, we take from the imperial. We're drawing in metric, we take from the metric. And because America said they're not going metric, what they will do, they will put the imperial things first. But no problem, the metric ones are there, so we don't have to worry. So the very first one is called door metric. So I'm going to click on it. And when I come to the screen, you will notice a symbol comes out on the cursor. Don't worry, I know it should be on the other side, but we still look at how we fix that. And if you try to put it in place, it starts to flip all over the place. And there's a feature that is causing that. What that feature is, if you put on a vertical line, it aligns vertical. If you put on a horizontal line, it aligns horizontal. If you're coming from top down, it aligns down. If you're coming from bottom up, it aligns up. So we find a solution for that. So rather than wasting time, we're just going to put it down. 2 persons raise hand. Yes.
All right, sir.
Yes.
So I have to restart my computer. When I restarted, notice it give me a recovery file.
Yes.
Not good. So I'm at the door jam now, and I try to bring up the
Door
pallet.
frame.
I'm going to type PTS, and now I see the pallet come up.
Sometimes it comes up and it, listen. Sometimes it comes up and it docks itself at the side. So you have to look to see if it comes out at the side. Because most of the time it's out and persons don't know. So it might be at the side, docked like that, and it roll up and you're not seeing it. Right? Let me close mine again and show you how it can be docked. So TP, it can be docked like that, and it might be rolled up inside there, and you're not seeing it, so you can drag it out. Or if it is sometimes docked and it roll up and you can't see. So just look out. It might be at the side on one side of your screen. Check to see if you're seeing it. Because once you launch your command, it usually comes up. You still don't find it?
No, sir. I'll press. I'm typing TP. I don't even see for the dynamic. You know, it's Africa to make suggestion. But if the suggestion for tool palette come up, all I see when I press TP is content.
Is what?
Content.
All right, let me tell you where else you can go to find the icon. Go to the View tab on the ribbon.
Yes, sir.
And if you go to the palettes panel, if this is highlighted, the palette is out. You see tool palette highlight?
All right, sir. My panel up on my ribbon up on the left hand side of the screen. How do I drag it up so I can have the exact view the way I have right now? I'm gonna try to drag it up on the camera.
You mean this is on the left hand side of your screen?
Yes, sir. It's a Mac I use.
Oh Lord. It can't move. That's why it's the Mac version is different. So Mac don't have these features. You should tell me that long time. That's why I'm not using that. So usually when we get to this part of the lesson, the persons have to switch over to Windows. It has some, you know, but don't have everything. So it don't have the design center, the tool palette different. So you can't participate now at all. That's why I don't teach you the Mac version, because it's totally different. So the ribbon is not going to be able to look like this. Autodesk create a different interface for Mac users from the Windows users. So
I see I typed in palette and I see palette opaque and palette close, tool set close. Now those can't help, sir.
I would have to be on that interface to find it for you. Can't recall where to tell you where to click right now, because I have not been on that side of my screen on my side of my machine for a long time. I hardly go on the Mac side. If I'm on it, I can figure my way out. I'm not interested in using AutoCAD Mac because I'm not teaching that side. So if you want, you can split the machine and do what I have done. I put Windows on one side and I put Mac on one side, and then I'll be able to just use the Windows interface. Because you have to figure out most of those things by searching for it. All right, so just go and watch, right? All right, so if you're on the tool palette and you go to the architecture tab, you're seeing metric sample, and we have about a minute and a half before we disconnect. So if I click on door metric, all you need to do is come out and just click it on the screen. I'm going to give you 4 steps to get it from how it is to how it's supposed to be. So the 4 steps are: first, we're going to align it, which it already is. It is turning horizontal. The next step now is to flip it. So we want it to go on the other side. Right now it is a left hung door, but we want it to be a right hung door like this. So let's do that. Almost time to disconnect. But I'll show you this after the disconnection because we're going to get clipped in the middle of it. So just make sure that everybody have the door. Everybody, can you confirm that you have the door out on screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. After the reconnection, I will show you how you manipulate the door to get it to fit exactly. All right. So what I will do in the meantime is to pause the recording or stop it. Because if I pause, it's going to get disconnected anyway. So I'll just stop the recording.